Hey guys, David Risley here with davidrisley.com, and I wanted to do another quick screencast for you today where I showed you a brand new plugin that I just started using called Action Comments. And I want to show you what the plugin does, and I wanted to recommend it to you because it's actually really cool for building up a mailing list a little bit quicker on your blog. So it's called Action Comments again, and let me first show you what it does. I'm on one of my own blog posts right now, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the standard comment form. Now, obviously, I'm logged into my own blog right now, but most people are going to see the name, email, and URL fields here. But right underneath the comment field, you'll see this new field here. So subscribe to blog updates, news, and more, and there's a checkbox. What this does is basically when somebody enters their name, email, and their comment in order to just standardly post a blog comment to my blog, they now have a one-check option of adding themselves to my mailing list while they do that. That's really cool because generally, you have people entering their name and email all the time when they post a comment to your blog, but it doesn't add them to any list. You can't email them. And this checkbox just provides an option for them to add themselves to your list while they're already typing their name and email address. Obviously, if they don't want to be on your list, they just uncheck it. No big deal. What's even better about this is the fact that once you've actually subscribed to the list, the plugin cookies the user. So if we go over to Safari, where I've actually already tested this out using another email address, we scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the name, email, and URI field, but you will notice that that checkbox is not there. This checkbox here is for the subscribe to comments plugin, so this is completely different. But the one about subscribing to blog updates is not there anymore, and that's because I've already submitted this particular email address to my own list in order to test it. So it works out really well. Now let me go into the control panel for davidrisley.com, and you'll see a tab here called Action Comments. And what you're going to see is a big text area box for entering your opt-in form HTML code. And then, in this case, I got this code directly from Aweber. Now, if we go into the Aweber control panel, this should look familiar to anybody who uses Aweber. You just set up a new form for your list, and you'll see that I have davidrisley.com Action Comments. This is a new form that I created just specifically for this particular use. And you can see that just since I've implemented the plugin, I've gotten 6 subscribers to my list via this plugin. And if you just click on Get HTML, I wanted to show you something. Well, actually, that's not going to demonstrate it. Let me do this as if I'm going to edit this form. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and move on to design. This is what I wanted to show you. Now, anybody who is familiar with Aweber knows that this is totally the default form. I mean, obviously I could spruce it up, but what I wanted to show you is there's absolutely no point, because what's happening is this form is being submitted behind the scenes by the Action Comments plugin. So all you really need to do is create the form, take the HTML that it gives you, and come over here and copy and paste it right in here. And then what's going to happen is you're going to tell it which one of the form fields is the name field, which one is the email field. It usually does a pretty good job of auto-detecting this, but if not, just select it. You can change the text that goes next to the checkbox. I showed you this earlier. This is where it comes from. And then how you actually want it to appear, whether you don't want it to appear at all, whether you're using a checkbox, which is what I've done. If you want it to pop up in a pop-up dialog box, which personally I would find a little annoying, so that's why I don't use that. And then silent, which is just to capture their emails without even asking them, which it says not recommended, and I stand by that as well. You should not add anybody to your mailing list without them knowing what they're doing. So what's happening is that whenever somebody comes and posts a comment to the blog, it's automatically and behind the scenes submitting their name and email address using that form. So what the form actually looks like just doesn't matter. And you can see, like I showed you, that I've just implemented this a bit ago, and I've already gotten 6 submissions via this plugin. So these are 6 people that were most likely posting a comment to davidrisley.com and are now on my mailing list because they opted in. So it works out really, really well. And again, I highly recommend this plugin to you because the thing is, people are already entering their name and email in order to even post a comment. So you might as well provide a one-click option for them to opt into your mailing list. And as I've said a million times, and I always will say, building a mailing list is incredibly important to you being able to make an income with your blog. So if you're not doing it, I highly advise you to start. And then once you're doing that, I recommend that you check out Action Comments. Now, I showed you how to do it with Aweber, but you don't have to use Aweber to use this plugin. Basically, you take in whatever your opt-in form HTML is for your mailing system and plug it into Action Comments, and it's going to be able to work. So you should be good to go at that point. So again, highly recommend it to you. It's called Action Comments, and I will show you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Man, I cannot talk. See ya.